You know, on this channel, one of the weird things that happens is you get accused of bias pretty much always. Oh no, there's no way that you just genuinely have a different opinion than me. Clearly, you just hate this team or you like this team. Well, listen, I try to not let my biases come into effect, but there are teams I like, so I figure, hey, why not make a video with the 10 teams I would most want to see win the Super Bowl in 2023. The one team that I did not put on this list is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because I'm a Buccaneers fan, so obviously they're number one, but I wanted to exclude them. These are the 10 teams I would most like to see win a Super Bowl in 2023, no matter how likely or unlikely it actually is. Number 10, the Houston Texans, which I'm not sure if there'd be some sort of CJ Stroud masterclass year one to get them to a Super Bowl. It'd be quite the run. Don't think it's going to happen, but again, maybe not 2023, but in the near future, it'd be super cool to see them win a Super Bowl. I think the way that whole Deshaun Watson thing unfortunately went down for them, although maybe not so unfortunately given how some of that went down, and maybe you don't feel as good about them winning given the certain people in that organization, which is why it's only 10 on this list. But for the fan base, a fan base that's had to deal with nothing but pain really for so long, if you were to be able to get, for them to experience a Super Bowl and have some really likable players on their roster, that's what I would like. Yes, some not great figures in the organization, I get it, but at the end of the day, a lot of organizations can say that. I do think that they would be, they're number 10 on the list. That feels right to me. Number 9, the Chargers. Again, one thing you're going to notice that's a trend is you're going to see a lot of teams that have not won Super Bowls on this list. The Chargers have made a Super Bowl. They lost it. It'd be very cool to see them win a Super Bowl, especially, again, one thing that kind of holds it back a little bit is it would have been nicer if they did it in San Diego. Doing it in Los Angeles would kind of make it feel a little bit tougher, but still, for those Chargers fans who were fans in San Diego and then kind of stuck with them because they still love the Chargers as they moved to LA, for them to get a Super Bowl victory, that would be awesome. So absolutely, they're a team I would love to see win it all, and it'd be cool to see Justin Herbert go on a deep run because we haven't seen that yet. Number 8, the Arizona Cardinals, another team that has yet to win it, and they were so close, and so close in recent memory, too. I guess not that recent, but, what was it, against the Steelers not too long ago with Kurt Warner. They nearly had it. Larry Fitzgerald nearly made it happen. It's really unfortunate Fitzgerald never ended up getting a ring with at all, and, he nearly had it with the Cardinals. That would have been awesome. But, it'd be very cool to see them win it with Kyler Murray. It'll be another kind of situation where that would be awesome to see Kyler be able to win a ring. It'd be cool to see DeAndre Hopkins get a ring, assuming he's still on the team. That would all be a lot of fun. So is it going to happen? Probably not this year, but it would be cool. And number 7, again, another team that's a relatively new team that does not have a Super Bowl ring or even a Super Bowl appearance, the Jacksonville Jaguars, where, again, it'd be cool to see Trevor Lawrence kind of emerge and be this, really, that would put him in the best players in football conversation if he were able to win a Super Bowl. Doug Peterson would have multiple Super Bowl rings as with multiple teams, which would be very unique as a head coach. That's I'm not even sure if that's I wonder if that's happened before. I could research that, but that would be a very fascinating thing as well. But again, for Jacksonville, it's a very passionate fan base, really underrated fan base, I think, as a whole. So it'd be super cool to see them finally win a Super Bowl. Number 6, another team without a Super Bowl, but 3 Super Bowl appearances, including one just 2 years ago, the Cincinnati Bengals, who feels like they really could win a Super Bowl. They're right around it. They were so close to beating the Rams. Came down to that, really, they had the lead in the final 2 minutes. If Matt Stafford doesn't make that no-look pass, if Eli Apple could cover Cooper Kupp, if they got that, I forget which the receiver was, but if the receiver who Burrow looked at right before Aaron Donald got to him on that 4th down and 1 was able to get open right away, there's a very real chance Cincinnati is a Super Bowl champion right now, and they're not on this list because they just won one a couple years ago. But that being said, it'd be very cool. It could happen, and it'd be great to see Burrow win one because he's a great player who deserves. You don't deserve a Super Bowl ring until you get it, but it'd be cool to see him get it. Got to get past the Chiefs though this year, which I almost even put the Chiefs on the list because I do kind of like dynasties. That's something that's fun, but couldn't quite fit them on the list. Spoiler alert. But yeah, Bengals are here at 6. Number 5 is a team that has multiple Super Bowl rings, and keep in mind, this is not an objective list. These are the teams that I would want to see win a Super Bowl. I am biased. I like Lamar Jackson. I like the Ravens because when I was younger and the Buccaneers would always get knocked out of the playoffs, I rooted for Joe Flacco because I thought it was cool that he would always upset the teams that seemingly were better than him, and I was excited to see them win in 2012. So yeah, I think it would be awesome to see Lamar Jackson kind of silence the haters a little bit by being able to win a ring. That would be awesome. I think that, it'd be cool to see Odell win another ring. It'd be cool to see John Harbaugh win another ring. So absolutely, the Ravens are here at number 5, even though they've won multiple Super Bowls in the, past 25 years. It'd still be cool to me. Number 4, the Minnesota Vikings are on this list, a team that has been to 4 Super Bowls and has never won one. A while ago, they have, I believe, the 4th highest winning percentage in football all time, and yet they still have yet to actually win the Super Bowl, which is obviously the important thing to do. They've come so close, even in recent memory, had very close calls. Obviously, that disaster against the Eagles in the conference championship game after the Minneapolis Miracle definitely jumps out as they were in the conference championship, and then just things fell apart with the Vikings. The Blair Walsh missed field goal. I don't know if they were winning the Super Bowl that year anyway, but you would have loved to have a chance to go to the next round. Minnesota, I mean, if they win the Super Bowl, watching the celebration would just be incredible. Number 3, give me the Buffalo Bills. Some people would have them 1 on the list, and I get it. I did have them as the number 1 fan base on my best fan bases list, so definitely I'd be super thrilled for the fans. I'd be super thrilled for Josh Allen and Sean McDermott and all those guys, Stephon Diggs, those guys who have come so close so many years. Diggs was there. Obviously, he was the guy with the Minneapolis Miracle, so he was there with the Vikings when they lost to the Eagles in that heartbreaker. So they've had so many heartbreaking losses, the 13 seconds thing, even at, they've been to a conference championship game and lost. How fun would it be if they won a Super Bowl? That's one of those, again, the city would just go crazy if that happened. Watch out for your tables in that scenario. Number 2, the Detroit Lions. Of course, the Detroit Lions would be awesome. Another team that has never won a Super Bowl. They have won some NFL championships back in the day, in the pre-Super Bowl era, but still, how fun would it be if the Lions could find a way to win a Super Bowl? It would be fun if they just won a playoff game or two like that. Honestly, if they just make the playoffs, that's a fun year, because the Lions, unfortunately, haven't had a ton of success, but if they were able to win a Super Bowl, I mean, that would just be electric. The fan base would go crazy. It'd be cool to see, again, Dan Campbell, Super Bowl champion, Jared Goff, Super Bowl champion. I mean, come on. How awesome does that get? So, yeah, that would be incredible, but not my number 1 team on the list. Give me the Raiders, because it's my list, and it's not your list, and I'm going with the Raiders because I like the Raiders, and I like the Raiders fans, and the Raiders fans are nice to me because they shared my videos when I was just getting started on YouTube, and that's part of why I'm successful as a YouTuber, or at least moderately successful as a YouTuber today. So, Raiders are number 1 on the list because of all those, the fans back in the day that would always like my videos. And I want them to be as happy as they've made me being able to be a YouTuber. That's my mindset with that. But it would also just be cool, right? I mean, it would be cool to see Jimmy Garoppolo finally get a ring because he has been so close. Granted, been on great teams, and you could argue part of why they've lost has been because of him. But it would be still a cool story if he were able to get a ring. If Devontae Adams was able to get a ring, that would be awesome. Other guys like Max Crosby, it'd be cool to see him get one. But also just they have not been very good for a very long time. I mean, the last time they won a playoff game was the conference championship in 2022 when they would then go on to get blown out by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They still haven't made won a playoff game since that moment. They made a playoff game where Carr was hurt and had Connor Cook start a playoff game. It didn't go great. So, it'd be awesome to see the Raiders win a Super Bowl. So that's my dream matchup. Raiders-Lions. Is that going to happen? Yes, it's going to happen. 100%, it is going to happen. So be on the lookout for Raiders Lions. Put your mortgage down on that as the Super Bowl prediction. Let me know in the comments below. What team would you want to see win the Super Bowl? That is not your favorite team. That's important. Can't say your favorite team. That's cheating. Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, I should mention also, Some people might have like the Atlanta Falcons on their list. I'm a Buccaneers fan, so I didn't put them on there. Again, it's my list. It's a biased list. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.